Section 1, Definitions. The first of 5 sections in the HOF coaching program. In this section, you'll have an opportunity to reflect and focus on the correct differentiation of terms and add clarity related to behavioral expectations of the coach. The more clarity, the greater chance of achieving behavioral excellence. It has been said that coaches have more influence than parents and family. Why? The reason why coaches may have more influence is that they may have the proper motivator. We call it the carrot, and it is conditional. Being part of the team entails expectations to be met. The athlete will decide whether or not it is worth their effort to meet those expectations. The carrot can be used in a positive or negative way. If a coach uses the carrot as a manipulative tool to coerce an athlete, this may force the athlete to compromise their values. If done with good intentions, the coach can use the carrot as a positive reinforcement tool. The HOF coaching program wants to set a new standard for positive coaching behavior by increasing the number of repetitions executing a specific activity or behavior. We take it beyond periodic and eventually form a habit. Ongoing repetition and a dedicated commitment to the principles and policies you and your association establish will allow you to achieve a Hall of Fame level of positive coaching behavior. Consider defining the difference between the terms training and coaching. A skill is trained and a behavior is coached. A trainer helps the athlete to get better in skills that are necessary to be successful in their sport, whereas by definition, a coach encourages and reinforces the behavior necessary to be able to deal with situations that arise while competing in their sport. Coaches need to be aware of a balanced approach necessary to encourage the athlete to come back the next day. Let's consider the differences between a manager and a leader. You can see that a manager is appointed, monologues, delegates, tasks-oriented, directs, and is policy-driven. In the appointed section of manager, in most of the associations and teams, the head coach, assistants, and administrators are appointed. This means that they are selected first and foremost for their technical knowledge and experience. Now consider a leader. Chosen is a quality of a leader. There is no official criteria for being a leader. People choose who they want to follow. Sometimes it is the captain of the team, sometimes it may be the assistant coach or an injured player. In summary, individuals choose using their own personal criteria. Consider the difference between amateur and professional. As an amateur, you pay to play. Typically, once you pay the fees, you get the opportunity to train and compete as an athletic participant. The example we like to give is when you pay your green fees to play a round of golf with your colleagues. No matter how bad you are scoring during that round, you'll be allowed to play each hole and complete your game with your friends. Whereas professional, athletes are paid to perform. Win or lose, the athletes, owners, and their shareholders keep the proceeds. Professional athletes can be thought of as a commodity and can be dealt to another team at any moment's notice. Consider the difference between win and play. Winning occurs on the way to excellence, and playing is the game's content. The road to excellence as a coach requires a combination of skill and behavioral knowledge related to your sport. As skill and behavioral knowledge improve, and of course, application of this knowledge is applied, results in the field of play improve. Excellence goes beyond the result on the field of play, however, and translates into the world as we know it, beyond sport. For everyone involved, learning occurs on the way to excellence. Consider the difference between the words content and process. Content is a result of the skill, and process is how to get a predictable and consistent result. This is more apparent when it comes to an actual skill. The same applies to behavior. Consider the content result of being acknowledged personally. The process to achieve this will include predictable and consistent steps that, if not done in order, may not ultimately achieve the content goal. Let's consider the difference between skill and behavior. Skill is can-do, something that can be measured and be corrected. Behavior is something that you want to do, something that cannot be measured and can only be adjusted when inspired. So we believe behavior is a process.